Hello and welcome to Big Slick Gaming. My name is Big Slick, and this is NCAA Football 14 Rags to Riches. As you can see, I've created my own team, the Big Slick University Devils, I think I am. We're starting out pretty crappy, and we're going to see if we can load it up over time and build myself into a power here. I've assumed the schedule of New Mexico State for two reasons. One, they're easily replaceable, and two, they were an independent in this game, so I've created myself without a conference thus far. I like that because I can schedule who I want and basically, do what I want and not have to adhere to the conference schedule, at least early on, while I want to be a little bit more lenient, I guess, with the schedule. So here's the schedule I've created. I've got 3 ranked teams, Florida, Vanderbilt, and Oregon, Rice, Idaho, Army, a couple of FCS teams. Fairly balanced. I have low expectations, and the school only wants like 5 wins. I figure if I can get all 3 of the FCS wins, right? No, 2 FCS wins. Then Old Dominion's probably a win. Idaho, maybe Army. There's 5, and I just need to meet that goal while I'm building up recruits and slowly making my team better and better. Here's a look at my team build. Like I said, very crappy. I've got difficulty on all Heisman, and I want this to take a while. Here's my team needs. Pretty basic stuff. Need a fullback, some defenders, whatever. My depth chart, not a heck of a lot of talent on the team. I've designed this team to be an option running team, because I love the option, and it's I think one of the most fun offenses to run. And B, because in this game, in NCAA Football 2014, the option was very overpowered. So it's easy to have a bad team have a fighting chance if they run the option, because the option gameplay is fairly dumbed down and pretty easy to pick up. So yep, that's all the preseason setup that I've needed to do, and let's see what kind of team we got here. I've done a few practice reps with this team just to sort of get a feel of what the quarterback can do, who my skill players are. I don't have a great grasp on it, but I know enough to, I guess, be able to fake it, at least for a while, until we start rolling with this thing. My goal in this is to slowly build this team up, get better and better, and eventually win a couple of national championships, and see how long that takes and how good we can get. I've done this before, and it took me, probably about 6 or 7 seasons to win a national title. But, we'll see. I'm in no hurry. I obviously want to be good enough to keep my job. But, the more patient you are and the slower you go with it, the better your team can grow. And so there we are, 120th in the country. Offense, defense, 63, 65. Pretty crappy. But you know, that's just where we started. So let's see. Conference out? No, none of that. Championship contenders. Basically the team rank. Like I said, 120, and not a great outlook into the future. But as I start to pick up some recruits, that'll probably get better and better. So let's see who I've got on my recruiting board. I have a bye week in week 1. I usually do that so that I can get going, get recruiting going in week 1. And not many teams play in week 1, so it's not like I'm really missing out on anything. Let's see. The good thing about recruiting and all that stuff is that you see these overall ratings. Those are just going to be what they come in as. Once you start building up and once they move up in their class level, you know, become sophomore, junior, senior, that starts to progress and they get even better. But this is basically the jumping off point, the starting point for all that. And once I start to get a better coaching level, I can start to recruit better players and slowly eke my way into contention. So that's week 1. I'm going to go ahead and sim forward to week 2. I won't do much of the recruiting and stuff on screen, at least not at first, because it's very tedious, it's very slow, and the players I'm getting are not very good anyway. So I'll do a lot of that stuff off screen, except for bye weeks. But I will do it here for. No, I will save it till after I play the game here in week 2. I think the first thing I'll do is play against Old Dominion. Because I haven't set up any recruiting visits yet, so I don't need to. Well, let's see. The one good thing about the recruiting in this game is that it's fairly easy to go from week to week, because it just kind of keeps what you were doing before, and kind of, you know, I've given 500 recruiting points to all these guys, and it will continue to do that until I tell it otherwise. So let's see, as far as my leads, okay, so I'm doing okay. You know, I'm leading the recruiting of a good number of guys. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see, I have no more points for scholarships, so I might as well move on and play my first game. My school is located in Anchorage, Alaska, which I just thought was funny. You know, not a real recruiting hotbed up there. And there, as you see, all-time record 0-0. So we're starting fresh. Just, you know, bargain basement edition. My players, Lattimore, Horn, and Sims, I guess those are my starters. I don't really know a lot about the depth chart, but, you know, I figure we'll learn that as we go. Toughest places to play. Let's see where I rank, having never played a home game. Let's see. Down we go, go, go. D. There we go, D-. Big Slick Stadium. 20,000 fans. Alright. Undefeated. All time at home. I mean, we have 0 wins as well, but, you know, that doesn't count. Alright. So, uniform options. We'll just go with the standard home uni that I've created. I created this team in the team builder system, which is very good, very in-depth, and really had a lot of options as far as personalizing the team, the field, stadium, uniforms, all that stuff. So, we will see where this leads us. I will say, if there's anything that you want to see me do or you want to see less of, let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me, give me any comments you got. I'm always looking to learn here. So week 2, game 1, we're going to be playing Old Dominion, and we're going to see how this goes. Okay. Alright, I've got two running backs that are a couple of my better players, so that's good. Alright. So I'm not that much worse than Old Dominion, I suppose, but obviously I'm going to be the underdog in pretty much every game I play, at least early on. But, that's a part of the growing pains of building a program. You'll notice my tiny stadium barely has anybody in it. But, that's, like I said, that's the growing pains of a brand new team. You notice my devil horns on my helmet. I've kind of adopted those from the St. Louis, now LA Rams, but as devil horns. Yeah, that kind of a cool little stadium. It's not huge, but very picturesque. And one problem I did have with this game was that they really downplay the effect of the crowd. So you could have a 100,000 seat stadium, and it's really not that much different from, say, a 20,000 seat stadium. Now what I do here is offensive adjustments. I do catching, focus on the catch, big run, protect the ball, and chew clock tempo. I like to run a slow offense that bleeds the clock and hangs on to the ball. I don't have the players to be flashy yet, and on defense I want to wrap up and make sure tackles. Because like I said, I have not great players, and you just sort of have to play fundamentals at the beginning. And we're underway, and this is Big Slick Rags to Riches. Okay. Oh, alright. So not bad. Coach Big Slick is coaching his first game at Big Slick Stadium. Brought to you by Big Slick. Let's see. We'll run our option. I do a lot of plays out of the Ask the Coach box, because it's, no, stop that. I need to turn off the connect options, because that's going to get very annoying if I have to undo it and it thinks that I'm talking to it. That's bad. Let's see. Where? Advanced controls. House rules. Let's see. Sorry about this. This will just take a minute. Let's see. You know what? I don't know how to do that, so I'm going to figure that out off screen and have it ready to go by the next game. But for now we'll deal with it. See what we can do. All right. Okay. Like I said a while ago, the option offense in this game was very overpowered in a good way. You see, there's the R is over the man that I have to read, and if he runs one way, I run the other, and it basically turns it into one or two quick decisions early on in the play, and then a lot of open field to work with. Let's see. Sorry if it's dull or slow. I'm used to playing this and not talking and just sitting here for hours and hours. Let's see. So that didn't work very well. Let's try a play action pass. Since I run a lot of running plays, the play action fake usually works pretty well. Nope. That's what I get. Let's see. Alright. What the hell? Let's run some verticals. Just because what the hell? When in doubt, throw it deep, right? Oh. Just barely got me there. Alright. Damn, is my kicker that bad that at the 22-yard line they're telling me to go for it? Alright, well, I'll trust them. That's another good thing about starting with a really crappy team, is that the kicker is so bad. There we go. Right down the middle and touchdown. Like it was nothing. Like it was nothing. Alright. Well, that went really well. The only question now is, how bad is my defense? Alright. Kick off. Let's do that. And it's away. I love this stadium, by the way. It was originally supposed to be one of the high school stadiums that they have in this game, but I think it worked very well for a team in Alaska that's, not huge, but, got a little bit of money set deep in the mountains. Alright. Oh. Ooh, come on. There we go. What the hell is this? Flag. Alright, 15-yard penalty. So that went well. A lot of times I catch myself kind of over pursuing on defense and get caught out of position, but I'm still working on it. I'm not 100% great at defense. Like, I know the basics, but I don't know a lot about coverages and, cover 2 versus a man versus a blitz versus whatever. But if you have any tips or tricks or anything you're seeing that I'm doing that I shouldn't be doing, anything I'm not doing that I should be doing, please let me know in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. You're all my assistant coaches. We're all in this together, man. Let's see. Let's run a man, I guess. I don't know. No, that's gonna suck. Ooh. Not as much as you suck. Yeah, great play, doing nothing. Okay. So, that went well. The first quarter just about in the books. And we have a 1-touchdown lead, so that's very promising for the future of this playthrough. Okay. Let's get the ball back. Run one more play here in this quarter. And then we'll see what we can do. Alright. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to break it here. This is Big Slick Gaming. Rags to Riches, NCAA Football 14. And we'll be right back with the start of the second quarter. Bye-bye.